Welcome to this video. We play against Zap123. So let's see how this game develops. So we have a Queen's Gambit, c6, taking is possible, e6, all normal, regular, solid moves. Let's see. Hey, he takes a lot of time here at the beginning, so this is a bit strange. c6. Okay, after knight f6, normally you play knight c3 here and you can take or play e6. What I want to do is playing e3 and play it a bit more in the wait and see mode. Let's see, b3, bishop b2, I want to focus on the square e6. Normally black tries to push for e5, so I think the bishop here on e7 would be better on d6 to support the e5 push, because now it will be more difficult for him to push for e5. Queen c7, bishop b2, and yeah, how will he manage to do this? Now I can just castle short now, and he also needs to solve the problem of the bishop here. Rook c1 might also be interesting, because now there is a vis-a-vis of the rook and the queen, and there might be some time where I can just exchange here on d5 and have a nice game. Yes, so now he lost time by playing queen c7, queen d8. Virtually a lot of moves ahead in development now, as you can see. My development is almost finished. If I play the queen to c2 or e2, and yeah, he has still two pieces on the back rank. I'm not sure about playing e4 here, I have to say, because maybe it just helps him. What I rather like to do is playing knight e5 myself. I need to take care a bit here of this bishop. Might be a problem. So queen e2 or bishop b1. These are my ideas. I think I play bishop b1, and then I go for knight e5. I might also play queen c2 here, and just to eye on h7 already. Okay. So taking here would be very, very dangerous for him. So knight is very strong on e5 now, and it will be hard for him to take here. Then he also loses the defender of his king. So I have a couple of choices or options. I could try to push for e4, but I don't think I will do this. I rather go with a knight here to g5, like this, and whenever he takes here, I can take back with the pawn, and he needs to move this knight, and then the square here on h7 would be vulnerable. So he doesn't care about this. So the question is if it's better to bring in the rook here on the f file with taking fe5, which is at the moment I think a very good move. I like the open f file. Or if I take here with the d pawn, that maybe this bishop might play an important role later on, but I think I do it this way, and where does this knight want to go to? If I play queen g4 now, or I just take here with the bishop, knight to d2. This pawn is history. Okay, let's see. Bishop c3 might also be an idea. Okay, but I think I now I switch to a positional game, and I will just here grab this pawn and try to win by occupying the square d6. So initially I wanted to attack him, but after knight e4, I think it's a good choice just to I didn't see this move. Oh, what a shame. Okay, knight d3. I expect him to play knight d3 now. He needs to take now the bishop, and he can play e5, but he didn't play e5, he plays f5, so the pawn on e6 is very weak. Let's bring over the rooks here to the king side, and I would try to play a bit on the dark squares now. So knight e5, so a nice square for the knight. He virtually forced me to jump to e5. Yeah, now I think I will play g4. If he plays bishop b7, he needs to do something with the pawn. Now I can just take here. And I'm a healthy pawn up. Okay, this is a technical one endgame, so I just need to take care about my time now. And I think this pawn here on e3 will decide the game. After c5 I play d5, so no risk. I can win this pawn on d6 also. Okay, let's take. Yeah, and now I will just run with my pawns. So e5 coming. I think the time is enough, so I don't need to take care about this. His chance would have been to push his pawn majority on the king side, but he doesn't move it at all. So I think this would have been his best choice. Yeah, but now he starts this, but it's a bit late. So now I'm fighting for the square here, d6 for my king, and then threatening e7 mate. So he needs to sacrifice his bishop now. Yeah, but so knight e6 coming on knight c6, checkmate. Okay, what went wrong for in this game? I had just a chat with Zep. I think he really played well the whole game, but when we arrived here at the end, I mean, this is a move. Okay, let's just walk quickly through the whole game because this is all normal stuff. as said, I think the bishop would be much better on d6. He could have pushed for e5 already, and here you shouldn't waste obviously time with the queen moving around, but also the queen was not really nice here on b8. I saw some games where he moved over, black moved to b8, and b8, why b8? Because again, control over e5. So black should always try to push for e5, and then the queen would be much better here on b8. So just an idea. Okay, I tried here to attack him, but yeah, he also defended quite good. And after knight e4, maybe I underestimated knight e4, but I still think, no. Or should I play something like slower way? Bishop c3, bishop e1, bishop h4, some stuff like this. Yeah, I mean, there's still the problem for black with this bishop. So what he needs to do is try to push now for e5. On the other hand, he also needs to take care about any d5 push I have in the future. And he doesn't have that many pieces to protect his king. So I like bishop knight d3 very much. He needed to do something like this. But here, I mean, why didn't he just play e5? He attacks my queen. He solves the problem of the bishop. And yeah, then he can exchange here on d4 as well. So he needs to take care, however, after e5 about some tricks here I have maybe with knight f6. So yeah, I mean already I'm not sure. e5, queen g3 maybe. If he takes knight f6, the rook would be, it would be nice if the rook would be already here on f2. But I mean here the whole problem of black's setup is a bishop on c8. So if I was him, I would try to solve this problem, and here would be an ideal possibility. With f5, however, he even puts a pawn on the same square or same color as the bishop, so the bishop has it even harder to find a good square. So f5 I don't like that much, and he also weakens all the black squares here, which can't be protected anymore by a bishop. So yeah, dangerous. I'm not sure. So he still has problems with the bishop, and he tries to find a good square, which might be b7. And now I just okay, he blundered the pawn, but here I mean he really needs to keep pieces on board now. I mean, if you are a pawn down, and this is the case, I strongly recommend not to exchange pieces, because after exchanging these pieces, okay, there is not a direct attack anymore from me. I cannot mate black, that's true. But if you look at this position now, there is absolutely no way black can win this game. And I would also say there is no way he can hold this game. It's just simply lost, and he has to suffer. So keep this in mind. When you have material disadvantage, don't exchange pieces that you reach an endgame where you don't have any chances at all. Thanks for watching.